it wasn't the best performance in the second half, but I do believe Ben Johnson is bringing out the best in Caleb Williams. And we just saw a glimpse of that tonight. We just got a taste. First drive, opening drive, he goes 10 for 10, unreal, puts a great touchdown on the board. We're thinking they're cleaning house. Obviously, the offense couldn't click. 3 points after that, I think, offensively, until that final drive from the Bears, not including that Hail Mary attempt or whatever that was. But I thought Caleb Williams, for the majority, looked a lot better. He is a little bit frantic when he runs around. He concerns me a lot in that aspect of his game. But you want to talk about arm talent. You want to talk about making things happen when there's no options to go to. Caleb Williams is the guy. And with Ben Johnson, I think the play calling will just get better. They'll get in a routine. It's tough when you take so many penalties in your first game as a head coach to recover from that. But they looked really good, all things considered.
Yeah, so as the biggest Caleb Williams fan, you talk about getting a taste. I thought that first taste was about as sweet as a taste you can get. And then most of that cake was pretty moldy. I'd say Caleb Williams looked better than he did last year, but the thing with Caleb is you can still tell he's really raw. And this is coming from the biggest Caleb Williams fan. But from that time they scored that first touchdown to essentially he missed DJ Moore on his 11th pass, which was his first incompletion, to basically when they scored that final touchdown, I thought Caleb was atrocious. If I'm trying to put it nicely, I thought he missed too many easy throws. Throws that he was missing last year. Throws deep, throws across the middle, intermediate, short layups. I saw someone on Twitter say those are throws that Jared Goff would make under Ben Johnson. There's still accuracy issues there. There's still arm strength, deep ball issues there. But as far as sack avoidance, that's a positive. I thought he looked really good for the most part, avoiding sacks. He had 2 sacks in this game, but one of them was all on his offensive line, and the other one, he pretty much stepped out of bounds. They didn't take him to the ground. He looked really good avoiding sacks. It's still, the thing is, though, is the accuracy. Can he just carve you down the field, drive after drive? And I'm still waiting on that from Caleb Williams because he was great with his legs, but he wasn't like Lamar, Jaden Daniels sensational, Josh Allen sensational with his legs. So if he's going to be this poor with the accuracy, he's got to make it up somewhere else, but the accuracy was too atrocious. But I thought there was positives from this game. First game with Ben Johnson, to go to sleep tonight and say, we can work with this. But there's still questions, and that's the problem, because I really got excited about this game. Like, can we just dead a lot of these questions? Because remember that article about the Caleb Williams that came out this week, about his attitude, about what has he seen on film, and of course he just had all this talk throughout the offseason, that infamous video of him missing on in practice drills. But I thought overall he played better than he did last season, but still a lot to go from.
Yeah, you're still building. He's still a young quarterback. We can't expect a world of a difference week 1, but I noticed a difference. I think that's what's most important to me. That final play, whatever that play call was absolutely unreal from Ben Johnson. That fake toss, you got the slant in the back of the end zone, you got the defender in a bind, unreal. And the thing with Caleb is, like, there are points, pressure in his face, unleashes a cannon of a ball over the middle, direct shot right at DJ Moore. Obviously, it was roughing the passer.
That was
a huge hit on DJ Moore, but that's a hell of a throw, right? And then he misses DJ Moore prior to that.
Yeah.
In a clear cover 2
Gotta
shot.
Have that.
Right, right in that hole. So, like, it's ebbs and flows for Caleb, but the talent is evidently there, and that's the most important thing to me. I can see the arm talent, I can see the playmaking ability, and I think Ben Johnson can work with that. That was the first time I've heard that much life at Soldier Field in a very long time. The fans love it. They were eating it up, even on defense. But I do think we have to pay attention to the 12 penalties of 127 yards for the Bears. That's not going to cut it. It ruins your offensive flow when guys are going off sides. I think they had 3 or 4 offensive linemen go offside today. It's not going to cut it. And I guarantee you Ben Johnson's not having it. He's coming from a Detroit environment where that shit is cleaned up. Dan Campbell, he's on those guys about that. Control what you can control. And the Bears, they had it in their hand. They let it slip away tonight, and JJ took over.